Welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. That's touching. This show's about us. Paul, it's nice to be here. It's nice to be so warmly received on a night like this, so close to the holidays and all. And, you know, Paul, I'm frequently asked by my friends, people who see the show, Barry, why do you have a show? And you know, Paul, it's about the little things. It really is that we try to accomplish here. You know, we're trying to build a community, something. We're trying to give something to Somerville and create a family here with the Barry Mackerel Show. It's so important to us what we get back from the audience and what we're able to give to them.
Yeah, you're so right, Barry. Which is the reason I selected an item of correspondence. I think it's particularly germane to your subject. It's a letter. It came in for both of us, and I want to take the opportunity to read it here tonight. It touched our hearts, and it's one of the examples of warmth and joy that people want to show at this time of year. Let me just read the letter to you. It starts out, Dear Barry Mackerel, when you've gotten as old as I have, it's the little things that count. Since I started watching the Barry Mackerel Show on TV, I've come to feel like a part of the family. The special way in which you treat your audience has touched my heart. Normally, I ask not what I want, but what I can do for others. However, if I had one wish for the holidays, it would be to be there with you and Paul Leonard and the rest of the Barry Mackerel family. It's signed, touchingly, your #1 fan.
Oh, it's not that guy Jim again, is it?
Someone bigger, much bigger than Jim.
Wow. It's a very moving letter.
Right. It's from America's last surviving aristocrat, none other than Rose P. Kennedy.
And she's here in the audience with us tonight, Paul, isn't she?
Stay over here for a little while, so we can be closer to Rose.
That was touching, Paulie, and that's what this show is all about. I think bringing aristocrats here to Somerville,
right,
to sharing the pleasure of the show with us. But we really do have a big show, Paulie. Maybe you can tell the audience who our guests are going to be tonight.
Well, we have a fabulous, outstanding lineup. It includes members of the Ecclesiastical Order of Boston. We have performers from far and wide. We've got a special command performance by Deborah Barsher, New York comedian. We have a celebrity, a nationwide celebrity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have a nationwide celebrity. Jonathan Brooke is here with us. And we have an outstanding cabaret act tonight. The Riviera Boys will be joining us a little bit later.
Okay, that's good. I think we're going to go to a tape right now of the story.
Are we ready for that? Are we ready for the tape?
And we're going to roll it. Thanks, everyone, for being here, and enjoy the show.
Things might be much different.
the twinkling of an eye, there will be nothing. Two shakes of somebody's hair, no still small voice. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. In the darkest corners between conscience and faith, Lord, get my room ready. Nothing is adding up. We'll meet the terrible angel, straddling our pitiful fathers. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. All day, each night. All day, each night. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. I'm gonna sleep all day, get half drunk each night. Be the nothing that is, I'll be the nothing that will be. All day, each night. All day, each
Well, that was the story, and we are privileged to have with us tonight Jonathan Brooke of The Story, singer-songwriter with The Story. Jonathan, that was a stunning video. Clearly, we all loved it, and it's great to have you here. Now, we know that you are of the Somerville area. Is that true?
Not really, Barry, no.
But nonetheless, we know that you are thrilled to be here on the Barry Mackerel Show. It's your
Well,
first time on the show.
Yeah, well,
It's great to have you.
Barry, I got to level with you. It was really a pain in the ass. Sorry, it was really a pain to get here.
Jonathan, we went out of our way here at the show. and
Remember the
we take
limo you were
pride in
supposed to send? The limo?
Of course.
It was a diesel Volkswagen Rabbit.
Yeah, that's, Jonathan, the term limo these days really does apply to the service
Well, you know, I
that's
don't...
provided as opposed to the vehicle. Most people
It
don't
got you
nitpick
here.
that way.
It got her here anyway, right?
She's here. You look
I don't know what the problem
fabulous.
Well, thanks.
Those were...
How about the accommodations to Park Plaza? Everything go smoothly there?
No. No, it didn't go
Jonathan,
smoothly at all.
You know, I want things to go smoothly here as much as
Why
everyone,
don't we
but I
just
think we've got
forget about
something to
it,
air
okay?
out
Let's
here.
just,
Yeah.
no, let's just forget
what's,
about it.
What's really bothering you? We've gone out of our way to make sure everything was great here, and
Well,
something
you want to know what it
happened.
is? Yeah, something really happened. Actually, my dog has really bad breath, and he's going to have some teeth pulled.
I'm just...
Jonathan,
I don't know what to say.
Jonathan, that's
I understand.
so close to
I
the
understand
holidays. We feel your pain.
It's hard when you have company over and kids running around, and the smell just fills the room.
And now you've got to find someplace to put all those teeth.
that. Well,
Anyways, those were bell-bottoms you were wearing in the video. Honey, can't we talk?
Look who's wearing corduroys. Yes, they were bell-bottoms in the video. I did not choose them. They made me wear them.
Okay.
well, let's talk about the group a little bit.
Okay.
You and someone else made the video, right?
Yeah, that was Jennifer Kimball.
Right.
my partner, my former partner.
And she was wearing...
I just don't even know what you would
Not
call
bell
that.
bottoms.
No, those would be wide pants
White pants.
and a sort of church-like top.
Right. It was attractive.
Well, so what fate befell her? Did she succumb to the dog's breath?
No, I think Jennifer just found some more interesting things to do for a while. And Jennifer and I have known each other for 13 years now. So,
Most people can't stay together that long.
well, you know, we're both married to other people as well, and to try and sustain a second marriage was difficult.
Right.
But
Oh,
hopefully we'll be able to be better friends now.
I see.
Fabulous. That's what it's all about.
That's
Right.
what it's all about. That's what this show is about.
That's what makes the world.
Polly, I think this might be a good chance to just remind our audience that we are going to be putting the phone number on the screen
Absolutely.
in just a short while, and everybody, including our audience here, but also those folks at home in Somerville, poor things, are welcome to call here and ask questions of our guests, including Jonathan. And as you can see, Jonathan is already throwing out lots of things that clearly are going to require some questioning. So, you know, Polly and I can only get
I'm here
so much
for.
out of her, obviously,
Oh.
before our credibility gets stretched a little thin. But anyways, Jonathan, what are you doing now? Your career has just skyrocketed, spiraled out of control. That obviously has landed you here.
Well, yeah, things are just really hectic lately. Just a lot of, you know, different labels calling me up and
Uh-huh.
offering me millions of dollars and
Calvin
limos
Klein,
and
Donna
clothing
Karan.
endorsements
Right.
and free guitars and stuff. And
Right.
so I'm basically sort of weeding through the paraphernalia and trying to decide, you know, which one to go with.
Right.
Do you
of
find
course.
your artistic integrity is in question with
Oh,
with any
no.
of these offers? Or
No.
they're not asking you to prostitute yourself, for instance?
Oh, that.
millions of
Well, there is that.
Because I know that happens.
I notice you're trying to get this on screen, this boot. Do you want to just name the label at this point, or?
This would be the Army-Navy label.
Oh, okay. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Very
Army
fashionable.
issue.
Probably
Clearly.
costs millions of dollars.
These are socks
I
from
think
my.
it's costing them a pretty penny in endorsements. I mean, once again, here it is.
Yeah,
Somerville
well.
TV live.
All right,
Yeah.
so you've got offers of millions of dollars. You've got offers of millions of dollars.
Well,
What's really in store for you? I mean,
well, I mean, there's still more to the story. I think there.
oh, great.
Yeah, I've written another album's worth, and it's just really a matter of time before all the paperwork's settled.
Okay. That paperwork, you have to get that out of the way.
It's really a pile.
You've got to get that out of the way. But, you know, I know we're all looking forward to more from the story, which will now just be you, Jonathan Brooke, instead of,
Yeah, and my band.
and your band.
Yes, all the boys who've stuck with us through the years.
The boys in the band.
The boys in the
That's
band.
good.
That would
Right.
be.
Well, I can't wait to hear more from them. Do we have any more? No.
Are there any
Not right now.
questions from the audience? I know we obviously have an active group here, questioning minds, demanding to know things, but I don't
Guess
know.
not.
Maybe we'll.
Oh,
We've got a question, too.
Oh, we have a question. Okay, we have time for one quick question. Yes, state your name and occupation.
My name is Andrea Cohen. I'm a writer, and this is sort of a personal question, but I'm wondering, well, there are two questions really. What kind of dog is it you have, and have you thought about a second opinion?
thank you so much
That's-
for your concern.
You know, it's so important today with what's happening to healthcare that you really do get that second
I know, and I do
opinion.
not have insurance.
Yeah.
But
So,
that's a very perceptive question.
well, to answer your first question, he's a large dog. He's a large black dog. Could be husky, could be Labrador, shepherd, sort of melange. Second opinion, pretty much everyone we've spoken to has noticed the problem. So in that sense, we've had hundreds of
Okay.
opinions.
Well, thank you. That's
Hundreds of paint, anyone that walks by.
Yeah.
Polly. I think it's time for the Leonard report.
Yeah, Jonathan will be with us here. She'll be standing by for further questions. But we've got to take time out from the cablecast to bring a special report to the community. As you know, part of our mission here on the Barry Mackerel Show to keep everyone plugged into the info superhighway. And we want to give the public a chance to interact, to be part of the issues, okay, rather than just sitting back and listening. And we're offering some interactive television tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about an ongoing investigation. Many of you will remember the theft of artworks from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. It happened about 5 years ago. And the investigation is going on. What we want to get to tonight is to bring those thieves in. We want them apprehended once and for all.
I think the size of our audience is going to help, Polly, with this investigation.
Well, I want to call on everyone that's here tonight and everyone in the viewing audience to come forward with any information they have regarding the theft of artworks from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. It happened almost 5 years ago, the night after St. Patrick's Day of 1990. About $300 million worth of artworks were stolen. The FBI has been investigating, but tonight is, your chance. Everyone here, call in. I want to point out that if you're nervous about calling in, it's a very sensitive, criminal subject taking place. Please call in, use the phone, and let me remind you, we have full voice scrambling capabilities here tonight.
Apparently, Polly, we have a phone call now.
Oh, we have a phone call.
Ready to receive our first clue.
Well, that was fast. Okay, your voice will be scrambled, so please don't worry.
We do have full voice scrambling capability for those of you concerned about...
Hello, you're on. Almost.
Paul, don't pick it up.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put you on speaker. Hello. Thanks. I'm sure they'll call back.
I think we see what kind of difficulty. I think we have them now. Hello.
Hello. Come in. Come in. All right. I guess they got a little bit scared. Okay.
Okay. We have a call. I think we need some production assistance here. If somebody knows how to use the phone. Is there anyone in the audience who maybe has a phone at home? Knows how to operate something? It's sophisticated. We've called in some of the most sophisticated equipment we could find to help in this investigation. It's going to take a minute, but you'll all bear with us.
Hello. Hello, you're on Barry Mackerel.
Pizza, please. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi. I wanted to order large cheese pizza.
Okay.
This
Barry?
Raphael's.
Sorry?
This Raphael's.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, Paulie, we neglected to mention the disclaimer that is very important in investigations of this size, that any misleading information or attempts at humor like that are construed very seriously by the investigating authorities, including the FBI. So we're going to have to ask people to refrain.
Right. This is a crime in itself.
There is somebody. Polly, I think you have some pictures you want to show.
Let's get right to the pictures. I want to know if anyone has seen or heard of or unwittingly acted as a broker in the sale of any of these artworks.
Purchased one at a local yard sale.
This is perhaps the most valuable piece that was stolen. It's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee by Rembrandt, and it's almost incalculable value.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
As I mentioned.
It's very important that we get this out there. This is, I believe, probably one of the most valuable paintings ever stolen, and it infuriates those of us who do appreciate artwork. And we're going to just please ask people to call in. Perhaps you unwittingly, unknowingly, brokered the sale without realizing what it was you were involved with.
Perhaps not. Perhaps you've seen this one.
Please call.
Perhaps you've seen this painting, The Concert by Vermeer. If you have, please call immediately. Let me remind you,
breathtakingly beautiful.
your voice will be scrambled. Your identity will be
We will conceal your identity.
We promise. We have a call. Hello. I want to encourage people not to be intimidated. Don't hang up, whatever you do.
Don't hang up. Okay.
We'll get this
Anyways,
straightened out.
we're gonna continue this investigation throughout the show. We will be posting the number right here. Call it, dial it. It is excruciatingly important. The statute of limitations is running out. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be bringing our next guest on stage. We have a snafu.
Wait a minute. We may have a clue.
I just want, wasn't Isabella Stewart Gardner sort of a jerk?
Well,
Apparently,
she's dead
she
now,
acquired
so,
some very-
she can't be here to defend herself.
Right.
And I don't think we should address that.
We have a guest. We're going to ask Sister Mary Edgar Hoover to join us for just a few moments. She is here, ladies and gentlemen, accompanying Rose Kennedy. Sister.
Hello.
Thank you, Sister, for being here. I don't think it's appropriate.
Just want to get rid of this wiring. There you go.
Okay.
Plug me in.
Now, Sister, please have a seat. We realize you're not here to assist us in the investigation. However, we did want to ask you to explain the circumstances of your being here tonight, and you are accompanying Mrs. Kennedy.
I am. I am a friend and a spiritual counselor of the Kennedy family.
Wonderful.
Of course.
We all know how much they need it.
I had all the boys in the 7th grade.
Of course you did, and they turned out wonderfully, Sister.
Yes.
Who was your favorite student?
I would have to say Teddy.
Teddy? I knew that.
Yes.
Any particular reason
brilliant
why,
man.
Sister?
Well, he was always a good boy, and he always got good marks.
Sister, please explain to us a little more about the circumstances of you being here with Mrs. Kennedy tonight.
Well, this is sort of interesting. Now, I have been calling Rose for several days, and she has not been returning the calls. I have called the compound again and again, and there has been no answer. Now, Rose and I have a routine.
Yeah.
Every morning, we go to Mass. And one day, she did not go to Mass with me.
Right. Now that caused some suspicion on your part,
I am concerned.
and you wanted to get to the bottom of things.
All right. Well,
Could this shirt have got any more clingy?
It's supposed to be that way.
Oh.
whatever happened to turtlenecks, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Just another example of how we like to bridge
You look
cultures
neat.
here.
You look
Thank you.
neat.
Thank you, Sister. I want to thank my fashion consultant at this point, Skip Cuddy, over at Louis Boston. Skip, if you're out there, if, God forbid, you live in Somerville. Skip.
This is a little
Thank
too
you.
long.
No.
Okay, I think, Sister, what we want to show our audience is how you came to assist us in bringing Mrs. Kennedy here. It's really quite a story.
It was very difficult, but I felt that Rose was in need. And luckily, the two of you helped, didn't you?
Well, we tried, and
We did our part. We did our part.
We needed Rose here. Rose wanted to be here.
All right, maybe we can get a shot at Rose. I'd like everyone to see.
Rose P. Kennedy,
Rose, look up a little, Rose.
last surviving aristocrat.
Isn't she precious?
Yes.
Is she precious?
Hi, darling. How are you?
How old is Rose, if you don't mind me asking?
She's 21 plus,
Yes. That's nice.
right?
That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, me and Rose have a
Okay,
little
I
understanding.
think what we want to do is we actually captured, I don't know how, but we did capture some footage
We did.
of our trip to the compound. And
We
I think
did.
we're going to roll that now. So I don't know how this works. Hopefully technology is on our side, and God willing,
Maybe they
we're
need
going
to
to run the tape.
roll.
Okay. We're just going to roll with it.
We had Hi, I'm Barry Mackerel from the Barry Mackerel Show. We're here to talk to Mrs. Kennedy and to bring her to the show.
Hello, I'm Sister Mary Edgar Hoover.
Mother, it's difficult enough, but I'm very expanded. It's enormous kind of challenge. There are no easy answers. This is one of the toughest kinds of reductions. I'm all for able-bodied people, but the one thing that I will never be a part of is a kind of cruel system in streamlining. Clearly not familiar with that be supported.
Well, we can't thank you enough, Sister Mary Edgar Hoover, for assisting us in getting Rose here. I know it's a dream of hers to be part of the Barry Mackerel family and to be here tonight. So thank you again for your efforts. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is again a pleasure to announce yet another first here on the Barry Mackerel Show, to introduce to our wide audience another up-and-coming act. You're going to love these boys. Fresh from, I don't know, New Haven, Connecticut? We'll find that out. But ladies and gentlemen, the Riviera Boys.
All right. Hello there. My name is Johnny.
And my name's Bradford.
And together we are the Riviera Boys. Pow! Pow! And right now, all I want to say is hello, New York. It is great to be back home, you know, where we got our big start and, you know, Broadway and pizza. I missed your pizza a lot.
Johnny!
Yeah.
This is Summertown. We're not
in
New York. No,
where
we're
are we?
not. Okay.
Is that
Summertown.
Okay. Summertown.
Oh, gosh,
Love
the lights, the sidewalks,
those little gray houses.
Oh, the streets are just paved with deli meat and donuts and
love and
yeah. Wow.
Well, so. You know, I guess it's time to
break into our first and only little number.
It's something that you've heard in the past.
And I'm sure you're going to enjoy it again tonight. So just sit back and watch us work.
All right. If you just press that little
play button, maestro.
Oh, God.
All right. Sit back and enjoy. Can you turn it up a little bit, please? When a Riviera boy meets another Riviera boy.
That's us.
Life can be a joy.
Well. But the note they end on will depend on little pleasures they will share.
You said it, pal. So let us compare. I like Summertown in June.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And in December, too. Whoa. I like a Gershwin too.
Oh, yeah.
How about you?
Well, it's funny you ask, Johnny, because I like a fireside when a storm is due.
I kind of like that. I like potato chips, late night motor trips. How about you?
Love potato chips.
Whoa.
I'm mad about good books. Honestly, can't get my
Mr. Bookworm
fill.
over here.
Hey, come on.
And Franklin Roosevelt's looks give me a thrill.
Holding hands in a movie show when all the lights are low
may not be new, but I like it. How about you? Pow! Little thing. Pow! We're used to it. We're pros. I like Jack Benny's jokes.
Fun, yeah.
To a degree.
Come on. I like the common folks, and confidentially, that includes me.
It sure does.
Hey, come on.
I like to window shop. Look at that.
Not bad.
On Fifth Avenue.
Do they have a crate and barrel? I like banana splits, late supper at the Ritz.
King of pig people
I did
over
not
here.
mean
I'm
to do
telling you.
that.
I'd like to dream of fame. I'm gonna bring the house down now. Maybe I'll try.
Let's try. I'd love to. That's why my line moves with you. Right beside mine. I can see we're in harmony. Looks like we both agree on what to do. And I like it. How about you?
Hey, I like it. How about you? And you. And you. And you. Pow!
Oh,
Please stand up, we'll shake. Come on over here, you Riviera boys.
Thank you, John.
That was stunning. Johnny, Bradford,
Yeah.
welcome to Somerville. Somerville. Some of us get confused. Even some of us lifelong TV stars here in Somerville get a little bit confused about where we are sometimes. But anyways, it's lovely to have you guys here. I know you're just back from...
What's that smell? Where'd you get this furniture?
Jonathan? Jonathan, you
I
said that the
showered
dog
today.
dog would not be
No,
on the
it's-
couch for at least 2 weeks before we used it on the
It's
show.
the couch. It's a dog smell, distinctly. This
Yeah.
is distinctly
Look,
a
I
dog
called the
smell.
vet, okay? I called the vet.
Wetty dog smell, something.
I can't
Okay.
work with this. Okay.
All right, you guys.
I thought we were doing Letterman.
Sorry, was a limo okay for you guys? Limo get you here okay?
Frankly, it was a little musty as well.
Yeah.
Listen.
Bradford's been having a lot of trouble with smell lately. He's just,
Okay. All I know
Breath
is it
does not
says,
linger
look,
that long.
look, the contract says limo service. What it means is that we get you here to the show on
I mean,
time.
I feel for the dog.
Okay, anyways,
Sense in
that
the
was
car.
a terrific performance.
Great.
I know that the authorities will be questioning you guys a little bit later about the Gardner theft. But anyways, in the meantime,
I don't need this, frankly.
well, I think it's just that you're
Yeah.
known to be art aficionados, and
Well, that's true.
I know that you're not here in town in the States that often, and I've, you know,
Brad has a
Actually,
great
yeah.
picture of the dogs playing pool.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
I don't believe that was reported among the stolen objects.
thank you.
Thank you.
You don't have any secret ties with Japanese businessmen by any chance?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, no.
Because a lot of the clues are pointed to Japan.
Aren't these shoes Japanese?
These? No. I don't know what they are. They're
They-
Peter Pan shoes.
Japanese to me.
well, you really touched a note. I know that one of the reasons we have you boys here is that apparently you go back quite a ways with the Kennedy family. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Frankly,
Rose gave us our first big break a long time ago, and she saw us in Vegas.
Yeah.
I was doing Star Trek the musical at Caesar's Palace, and Brad was in filming some science fiction movie, and we kind of hooked up. We get together, get some songs, get that going, and
I was a corpse.
yeah, he was filming. He was a corpse that washed ashore some
Yeah,
Martian
actually.
beach. And Rose actually saw our little cabaret, and we
You're
got to know her
grimacing.
quite well.
Is there a problem?
Actually, Jonathan was in Vegas at the same time. She was working at Circus as a trapeze artist.
Actually, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sort of a sexy court jester type in a snug
Yeah.
little thing. It was like, and
Never would have guessed.
All three of us were Harlequins, actually, too.
yeah, little
Yeah, I think
tears.
that-
It was cute.
You're remembering it wrong. I was
No.
Rizzo in Greece.
You were Rizzo in
Yes,
Greece.
I was.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, it sounds like we have a lot of fabulous...
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's time to go to a tape.
yeah.
I think I just received a signal. Normally that wouldn't mean anything, but on this show, it means I think we have a tape. Polly and I had the pleasure of meeting yet another celebrity earlier in the week.
We just can't stop them. They
We are
just keep on
overwhelmed.
coming. Deborah Barsha was on hand for a command performance recently,
Right.
and we had the opportunity to interact with her a little bit, and we're going to bring
Sister
you a
Mary Edgar
sample of
Hoover.
that here tonight. So, do we have any questions
Roll 'em.
from the audience?
Oh, roll 'em.
Forget it, later.
On another episode of the Barry Mackerel Show featuring one of the celebrities who've begged us to be on the show. So why don't you introduce our guests?
Yeah, well, she probably needs no introduction. Deborah Barsha's doing her own one-woman show for one night in Boston tomorrow night, and we're here on the eve of that performance celebrating her great talent. How are you tonight, Deborah?
I am so freaked out. I can't believe I'm on the Barry Mackerel Show. I am, first of all, let me just say one thing, okay? I came to Boston. I mean, my sister lives up here. I'm doing the show. But when she said the Barry Mackerel Show, I freaked out. I mean, I was blown away. Thank you so much. I am, like, so excited to be here.
Okay, moving right along. Where is it that you came from exactly to get here?
My mother's womb.
Yeah.
And that's why this show is called Go to Your Womb. And it's the story about a mother and a daughter.
Come over here and watch TV with me. Come on, lay down, Mommy. Put your head here. I'm just going to tell you a story. Did I ever tell you the story about how I was taking to meet Grandpa John at the airport for the first time? Grandpa got off the plane. I had dressed you in a beautiful new dress. You lean back. You're sitting on a chair. You spread your legs. You said, "Hi, Grandpa." Grandpa John took me aside. He said, "Martha, you really, really should put pants on your child." I said, "John, your firstborn grandchild is not a boy. Face it, John, she's a girl. She wears dresses." He said, "No, Martha, I mean underpants." I forgot to put underpants on you! How? How did you forget? I was 2 years old. What is your problem? Have you ever heard the word boundary?
Go to Your Womb. How long have you been doing this particular show?
I have done it in different locations for the last 2 years.
And how's it being accepted?
By the masses, very well. By my mother, very poorly.
And why is that?
Because my mother, I used tapes of my mother writing a book about how to raise children that I found that were secret tapes. I stole the tapes and I'm using them on stage, lip-syncing to my mother's genuine voice on the tapes.
Interesting. So now she was taping, what, in the kitchen or something?
Well, basically, the tape sounds like 970 Mom. It's basically a tape of my mother talking about how to raise children in the voice of one of those 970 commercials. So it's like, just when you think you have it in bringing up children, something goes wrong.
I think the first thing in bringing up children, you have to remember, is not to worry about other people judging you as parents, not worrying about your own children judging you as a good mother or a good father. It is not a popularity contest.
Debbie, come over here. How old are you now? 8.5. Very nice. Close the door. Sit down. Let me tell you where Lady Bell is. Lady Bell is in heat, and let me tell you what that means. We take her to Mrs. Bognacki's farm, where a male dog approaches her and sniffs her scent. Then he goes over to her, and he embraces her. They get close. Very close. And then he walks away. And then Lady Bell comes home and has puppies, and that's how I had you.
Martha would say things about my sexuality that were very interesting. The other day, for instance, she said to me, "Even if I was stranded on a desert island
with all women and no men, it would take me years to become a lesbian. I'm sick and tired of you and your bisexuality. If you were attracted to a chicken, would you f*** that?" That got me thinking. I realized, wait a minute, if I were to get married to a man, I would always have to cheat on him with a woman, but if I was with a woman, I wouldn't necessarily have to cheat on her with a man, and then I got it. Oh, that's what the word preference means. I know why you became a lesbian. You had bad relationships with men. Mom, you do not become a lesbian because you had bad relationships with men. You had bad relationships with men because you're a lesbian.
This all explains, I think, where the phrase Martha Barsha Barsha comes from. Am I right?
Martha Barsha Barsha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's where it comes from, Bear.
Well, it doesn't...
Jeez, I'm so excited to be here today.
It doesn't sound like they had a very Brady Bunch kind of upbringing to me.
No, it was more like the Loud family. Do you remember them from the Lance Loud? Are you familiar with him?
Lance Loud.
Where they set up a video camera in their family, and basically the whole family fell apart.
All right, so that was your family.
Yeah, well, we didn't fall apart. You know what? at the end of all of this, if I may be so precious as to say this, it really did turn out okay. We all turned out okay, and actually my mother's seen the show and does love it. I had to say that, you know, it is true.
Seasons come and seasons go, and virgins marry young. Martha met a destiny, and wedding bells had rung. Jerry was the perfect match, with aspirations high. Yeah, they'd move upstate to Syracuse, and they'd watch their lives fly by. 'Cause Syracuse is not the place where dreamers' dreams come true. And Martha always knew what she would do. And so he tried for 7 years to give Martha a son. And she would give him 4 strong girls and raise them one by one. And one by one they'd leave her. A mother's job was through. And for the first time Martha didn't know what she would do. Whoa, Martha, are you listening? Martha, can't you see that you gave me a part of you? Now you're a part of me, and I can give you this song to last you through the years, and hope that this will help you through the fears. People only do the things that they were taught to do. And Martha, I'm just saying, so did you. Martha, I'm just saying, I love you. I had a Helen Keller moment. Do you remember the scene in The Miracle Worker?
Yeah.
Where, she would always be asking for things, and that she never knew what the things were, but she'd make the hand signals and she'd get the thing, but all of a sudden she was under the water and she realized that water meant water! And all of a sudden I realized music meant music. I got it! Oh, it's music!
It was music.
Music meant music.
Music meant
Just the way water meant water in The Miracle Worker. That's the only way I can describe it to you. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I just wonder if you've been able to sustain that realization,
Yes,
throughout
it
your
happened
career.
again. It happened again one other time. That's a very good question. Thank you for asking. It happened one other time. It happened at the age when I was going to kindergarten, and this was beginning to take place, and all of a sudden, on a tinny bus radio, I heard, "It's been a hard day's night," and then everything snapped into place. Then I just knew, and I literally, without knowing what an A-flat chord was, or a C chord, or a D chord, I realized, I could hear the whole chord progression. I heard it, and I was like 5 years old. I couldn't read or anything. Is this a long enough answer? And it just kept going on, and that's when I realized it.
Deborah, now that you mention this, you know what did it for me?
What, Bear?
I'm thinking, and right in the middle of a good
Thank you. It's the part. I think I love you.
Can you play it? And that's why Barry's not a musician.
That's why me and Keith Partridge are like doing the same thing these days.
In the middle of a good dream.
Too Yiddish.
Yeah. Hey, it is a Yiddish melody. The Partridge family were not Jews, were they?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, anyways, I think that what we want to do is just remind people that we are encouraging people to call in with news of, for those of you just turning in, anyone who has any information regarding the Gardner theft.
Right.
We are going to put the number here. I don't know why we have to do this electronically, but next time we'll just tape it here.
Is there a reward for
There is a major reward.
Right.
Paulie.
Yeah, this might encourage you to call in. Sotheby's Auction House and Christie's Auction House have underwritten a $2 million reward leading to the recovery of any of the stolen artworks. Okay,
Please call us.
8826, please.
Please
Your
call.
voice will be scrambled. Your
We have
identity will be
voice scrambling
protected.
capability.
Because it's not nice to audience steal. Right.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, sister.
Right.
Of course, if you have any other
Do you want to
questions
run
or
through the other 9 while we're here? I mean,
Certainly. No, we don't have the time, do we?
no, we don't have the time, sister, because we're going to introduce, we have a special holiday act coming up
excuse me,
next.
Barry, we've got a call. We've got to hold
We
the
have
show.
time for a quick call, then we've got to go right to this number.
Hello.
We want to thank all of you calling
Hello.
in for keeping in mind our time constraints.
Oh my God.
Hi. Hi, you're live.
My wife?
You must be nervous.
You're live.
Go
Believe
ahead.
me, I'm telling you.
I can't believe I'm on TV.
Did you call last time?
No, I didn't.
Because we had this same kind of problem.
Okay. Do you have any information, clues regarding the theft of the Gardner Museum artworks?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's okay. What is your comment? We have a reward
Brian
anyway.
McCaffrey.
I just want to know what the show is about.
Okay. This is about you, all right? And it's about you, the public people of Somerville.
Okay.
Thank you for calling in. Well, we take a risk here. You know, it's a live show. Obviously, it's there now.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Well,
we
now
can do
she
about
knows.
that now.
Now she knows what the show's about.
It's all out in the
Coming
open.
on now, let's have a big round warm of
Warm of applause.
Hello, hello.
Nice shoes. Look at her shoes.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in the one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Swell.
Spirit, huh?
That was nice. Wasn't that nice?
So great.
Oh, boy. Now, they were kind of incognito, but I think I recognize that guy in the red as another Riviera boy.
That was like, you know.
Nice.
I'll let you know when the amateur talent show is. The senior citizens.
You lied to
The senior
me.
citizens
Right.
amateur talent show.
No.
Sorry, Rose. You know, but
Okay,
Trying to break up the act under my nose, trying to break up the Riviera boys. I know that. Thanks for telling me about this now. Thank.
Murderer!
The weapons. Murderer!
Sister, I think...
about a little brother?
Good. We love.
Sister, I think maybe it's time to go over one or two more of those commandments here for the audience.
Thou shalt not.
Kill.
No, shall not.
Kill.
Covet thy neighbor's wife. No, shall not. Hit. No, shall not. Murder. Fight, 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 fight.
Sister, you're right, and it is Christmas time. It's the holiday season, and Bradford. Sorry.
Well, I think we're running out of time.
They've apologized.
I want to, before we go, I want to thank all of our guests here tonight. Jonathan Brooke of The Story, we wish you much success in the future. The Riviera Boys, Fabu, Riviera Boys. Sister Mary Edgar Hoover, everything's all right. Everything's all right. And of course, the Grand, Laura Sweeney. Thank you, that was a special performance. And of course, Rose. Rose, could you maybe dawdle on up here? Can we get Rose up here? Rose, could you take a bow? Could you bend? And of course, my co-host, Paulie Leonard. Okay, Paulie Leonard,
It's all right,
I think
darling.
we want to take this time to wish everyone a happy holiday. And
Or whatever.
We hope to see everyone back here again next time on the Barry Mackerel Show. And here's where you clap.
Tonight's show was sponsored by the newly expanded Someday Cafe, Davis Square right here in Somerville. Obnoxious people, but great coffee.